It was a wonderful experience. That's nothing that happened really, career-wise.
Okay, and what rank were you?
I was a captain.
You were a captain when you switched?
No, let's see. I guess no. I was a first lieutenant.
Okay.
First lieutenant. Yeah.
Okay. Right. And so when you got into the ordnance corps,
I was still a first lieutenant, but made a captain while I was over there, just prior to going to the advanced ordnance school. After I left Germany, I went to the ordnance school there in Aberdeen Proving Grounds.
Okay.
I didn't know a 2.5-ton truck. I mean, I knew a 2.5-ton truck, but I didn't know anything about artillery and the weaponry, the half tracks, the power trains. That was a heck of a learning experience. Never been exposed to all this stuff. The big thing we had was 2.5-ton trucks. And the ordnance, of course, is all the weaponry and all the ammunition and the trackable vehicles and all.
What state is Aberdeen in?
Maryland.
Okay. Right. And so from there, from Germany, you went to Aberdeen.
Directly to Aberdeen, right?
Advanced school.
Ordnance advanced school. Yeah.
Okay. You were promoted just before going over. Before coming.
Yeah.
Okay. What was ordnance school? I know you started getting into it, but how long were you in ordnance school?
I think the ordnance school was 9 months.
9
months, yeah.
Wow.
It was a very learning experience. I mean, the learning curve, you had to do it really pretty quick.
And let's say, I'm assuming your family accompanied you.
No, my family didn't have it. No, for some reason or other, the orders were cut too quickly. And I had to go back to because the class was going to start pretty quick and they wanted me in the class.
Okay.
So I had to leave the wife over there. And about 2 weeks later, they came over by ship. My family came over by ship.
Oh, okay.
And because I had to go leave the school to go pick up my family, and it was kind of an interesting experience.
Okay, so you were at Aberdeen, and what the classes like from 9 to 5 or something like that nature?
9 to 5. Well, actually, 9 to 5, and then of course you're studying. You had to do an awful lot of studying. Just playing catch up. Because most of the fellows in there had grown up in the Ordnance Corps, and they were very much aware of what was going on in the Ordnance Corps, all about the powertrain, stuff like that. The guy asked me what a powertrain was. I said, well, yes, whatever it is. But I learned something there. What really impressed me, though, going into Baltimore, Maryland. Now, Baltimore, Maryland, when I left there, this was 1963. When I left, Baltimore was a very segregated southern city. And I couldn't believe when I got into Baltimore, everybody could not say enough good things about Baltimore. It made a complete turn. Newspapers, the cab drivers, everybody had good things to say about Aberdeen. I mean, not Aberdeen, but Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore had been a rough city, but it's really just a wonderful place to live there.
Oh, okay. All right, so after Aberdeen, where were you assigned?
After Aberdeen, I was assigned to Fort Carson, Colorado.
Okay.
On Fort Carson, I was working with the 5th Mechanized Division.
Okay. And
I became a company commander out there.
Company commander?
Yeah, I was ordnance company commander in support of the 3rd Brigade. We traveled all throughout the desert and traveled in different exercises with the brigade. We had in support. It was at an ordnance company. Okay. And we took care of all their field and equipment of that particular.
Okay. Okay, so the ordnance, does that have anything to do with the the rifles and munitions and what was it, just primarily vehicles, was it?
Well, track vehicles, all the weaponry too were responsible. The big stuff was the tanks, of course. The brigades got tanks, and they were responsible for all the artillery and whole 9 yards. And I was just one company in the division. The division said make an ABC company, I had a C company, and then they got a headquarters company which supported everything.
That's a lot of responsibility.
A lot of responsibility, but it was great. Great, they treated you like royalty. Yeah, really, it was good to say.
You were important people. So
important people. Okay. But I left Fort Carson during the Dominican Republic exercise. That we put 82nd Airborne was sent out to the Dominican Republic. It was really a short operation down there. We had communists down there. And Trujillo had been killed, and I was in Fort Gordon Fort Carson, and they wanted my specialty, which was a logistician. We sent 21 people from around the country. I was one of the 21 that was sent down to in support of the 82nd Airborne when I was down there. And we arrived, and about 2 days later, the colonel called us all 21 into his office, and guess what he said? What are you guys doing here? That was really something. I don't know whether they were expecting us or not expecting us, but we get in there, we had no desks, a piece of paper would come and everybody was grabbing, fortunately. But then I was assigned as a logistician for the operation. And then within that command, so.
What about at Fort Carson? Were you basically a training mode?
No. We were supported with a combat mission brigade.
Okay. And in the Dominican Republic?
Dominican Republic, I was a logistician for the command that was down there.
82nd.
Well, part of the 82nd, there was another command that was assigned to the 82nd. When I was in Dominican Republic, that's when I was going through, that's when I first experienced ever seeing people, dead bodies and all that kind of stuff like that. And I was going through the Senator Engel one time, that A went off and it got me in the hand.
That's where you got your first
I forget a bit like a stuffy.
How long were you in Dominican?
Well, it was going to be just a 6-month assignment, and then it actually developed into a year assignment. And when I was there, I got orders from Vietnam. And but I was already there. I was permanently assigned to Dominican Republic, so I didn't have to go to Vietnam. Another company. So when I left Dominican Republic, came back, got my family, and took them to Taiwan, China. For 2 years, we lived in China in support of Chiang Kai-shek's army over there. And I was a logistics person for the military assistance advisor for the Chinese.
All right, so you were in the Dominican Republic, and then you got, from there you
signed directly to China.
Direct to
China. Picked up my family, went cross country.
So that should have been interesting.
It was very interesting, because we're supposed to go by ship. We left Detroit in my Volkswagen camper, my Volkswagen bus, and we drove all the way across country, and we got to Seattle, Washington. They say all the troops, all the ships that were transporting troops were all full of cargo going to Vietnam. So they flew us to Taiwan. So we flew into Taiwan.
So you soon flew to Taiwan, and what from getting from Taiwan to what part of China were you?
I was in Taichung. It's on mid-island down there. When since my assignment as in the MAG, I was responsible for all the training of the logistical support for the Chinese Army, all the different training schools for them. So I was responsible. I would go all over the country, continually back and forth, with the Chiang Kai-shek's Army. And it was really very, very same with that too.
Chiang Kai-shek. Was he in Taiwan? Was he?
Chiang Kai-shek wasn't. He was the president of Taiwan when I was there.
Okay, but you all were in China, mainland China.
No, we were in Taiwan, on the island of Taiwan.
Okay.
So Chiang Kai-shek brought his 2 million Chinese off the mainland, chased off by the communists. And he got landed in Taiwan.
Right. So, what was it like living in Taiwan?
It was a cultural shock. Cultural shock, because it was so different, so very different. But it was wonderful. Wonderful. I learned so much with it. Working with the Chinese, my wife learned so much working with the Chinese. Just a wonderful experience. I was able to work with a Chinese general who was responsible for all the training schools. His name was General Zhao, big man, from mainland China, about 6'2" or 6'4". And he would always take me out to these luncheons, and we would go to, of course I was a liaison officer also, it was Cantonese, and his Mandarin wasn't too good, so we always had difficulty working with the Mandarin Chinese on those different training schools. But anyway, General Zhao, I remember one time General Zhao and I were sitting down having lunch one time, and this my liaison officer, my interpreter was here, I was here, and General Zhao was there. Well, General John, I ate so much that one day during the